structures. Currently, we do not know how much the government, our governor is, government chairman. And so one of the debates is that Nsima Ikere, who is the APC governorship candidate, has come to that is going to ensure that the money budgeted for local government goes straight to local government. And we all know that development basically is in the grassroots, starts from the local government, strata. But we are not seeing that, right? Everybody looking up to the state. Local government chairman do not, they seem not to have power to put any projects in the different local governments. And then on the students' welfare, currently students are crying over ill treatment, mostly they do not have. And then Nsima has said wants to pay 25,000 as against the 5,000 that used to pay back those years. The state government is not paying that amount, not even the 5,000 is not paying. And so Nsima is saying he wants to pay 25,000. We are going to hold him on that. We hope it's going to fulfill that. Looking at the very basic facilities, social facilities, like street lights, traffic lights, everywhere they come to our private traffic lights, some of the most of them are not working. Street lights, most places they are not working. What does it take to at least maintain these facilities? Someone was complaining that, of course, I had some complaint of excess spending of money in the past administration, but in this current administration, I don't even know where the money is, what the funds are used to. At least in the past administration, you can look at Tropicana, it was built, in Hotel Resort was built, airport was built, e-library was built, the hospitals were built, the stadium was built. In these projects, they got billions of naira. Yes, we're asking how much was late. It probably was not being brought up to maybe 50 billion for one project, but you can see these physical structures. For this present administration, we cannot see. We can't see what the government is doing with our physical, with our funds. And then it might interest everyone to know that there has been a push for this bill, Akwa Ibom Youth Development Fund Bill, AKYDA bill. That bill was supposed to set up a policy, a statutory policy where government will be investing some certain amount of money. Don't forget, we are an acclaimed oil state. And so we're asking that government should dedicate some certain amount of money monthly, statutory, for the youth, so they can use to empower young people to start businesses. And so that bill had gone through first, second reading. And then the House of Assembly, the body language is saying that the executive arm is now really in support of this bill. And I'm saying, let us make this one of the major issues for debate. Any responsible government should pay close attention to the welfare of the young people. And so if the government is not willing to give a tick on an important bill such as the Youth Development Fund Bill, I cannot take such government serious. I will naturally vote for a candidate who will come and tell us that he's going to sign the AKYDA bill, pass it into law. And then I know that you have the youth at heart. We make up over 60% of the voting population. And so is it that when eventually you go into office, you tend to forget about the youth? It is not fair. And they're talking about social justice. I don't that.
Hello.
Okay. Well,
2 years.
sorry. We have a call. I forgot.
Okay. All right.
Hello.
Can I still talk?
Okay. Yeah. Good evening. Good morning. Good afternoon. Wherever you could hear me from. My name is Michael James, and I'm calling you from the street of Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. I guess you're hearing me, right? Okay, I want to shed more light on what Uwemedi more. I want to shed the same position with Uwemedi more, what he just called in to say about the present administration of Mr. Udom Gabriel Emmanuel. I don't want to talk. I don't want to, I don't know how to put it, to go against or to mix words with my sister sitting down there, Imabong Panakpan, because he has been known for telling lies and not seeing anything good in this present administration. If I want to start by, I think I was on that program some weeks back, and I led the world, Nigeria, I led Akwa Ibom people, Nigeria, and the world at large to know about what His Excellency the Governor has done. We've never had it this good before in Akwa Ibom State. Let me start first and foremost from the security aspect of it. Ever since they knows that before the advent of His Excellency the Governor, security in Akwa Ibom State has been so dangerous. People couldn't move in the street of Uyo in Akwa Ibom State freely. Kidnappers here and there, shootings here and there. And ever since His Excellency the Governor came into power, Mr. Domgere Limandro, all those things has been put to hold. You could have it that prior to election some years back, you could not have the peace and the serene environment you are having it now in Akwa Ibom State. This is being made possible by His Excellency the Governor. And now His Excellency also promised Akwa Ibom people industrialization in his 5-point agenda. And I want to let her know that industrialization has been put in place by His Excellency. And we have not less than 12 industries working now. And she's sitting down there to tell us that all those industries are private-owned industries. Does she not know about private partnership initiative? Government, how do those industries come to bear in Akwa Ibom State? Why is it that those industries did not come to Akwa Ibom State in 4 years or 5 years or 6 years ago? Why are they coming now? Why are they coming now? Okay, I'm coming now. Sorry, that's my voice. That's my voice. I'm coming now. That's my voice. I'm trying to say that why is it that those industries could not come into place 3 years or 4 years back? This is a man which his email means so much to foreigners. And even as we are talking to you now, people are canvassing how they should come into Akwa Ibom State to invest in Akwa Ibom State. We had it in a good authority that our word has been given to His Excellency the Governor that Akwa Ibom State has been the safer and the most peaceful state for investors. That is why people are coming in to invest in Akwa Ibom State. The rice mill she is talking about, that the people in the local government area are talking that those rice mill is scam. Government never commissioned a rice farm. Only what government commissioned was a rice processing mill. That simply means that rice can be harvested in any way in the country, anywhere in the state, but got processed in that factory. She talks about Shirin Company. Shirin Company is there working, and Akwa Ibomites are being employed in that factory, and they earn a salary every month. She's also talking about metering company. People at Akwa Ibomites are being employed in that place, and that place cannot even meet the demand of metering, of meters being, the demands of meters nationwide. These are things I believe Akwa Ibom people have so much knowledgeable now. What has APC government get to over Akwa Ibom State? She's talking about Nsima Ekere. We happen to know that Nsima Ekere was a deputy governor in this state. Why did he resign? She should tell us why Nsima resigned. And this is a man who's collecting over 40 billion naira every month, and yet nothing to show. And she is talking about this kind of person coming to rule us. Never in Akwa Ibom State. We want to go back to those dark days. She's talking about street light. If this call happened to be a video call, I will show the world at large that where I am sitting, where I am standing now, right now to make this call, is being lighted up. There is no street light. Every street light in Uyo is on. She cannot sit down there to tell us that street lights are not working in Uyo. Street lights are not working in Akwa Ibom State.
Okay. Michael James, thank you very much for calling in.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yeah, we heard you. Thank you so much for calling in.
Hello?
We can hear you. I think maybe it's lost.
Because when I see a fellow Akwa Ibomites tell lies. I think these people it has come to a point that these people should be able to tell us what they have to do in Akwa Ibom State, or what the things they put in place. Nothing. But all these things we have here in Akwa Ibom State, okay, let her also tell us in good authority. We had governors in this state that denied President Buhari an airport to land in 2015 when he came in here to do his electioneering campaign. But this is the same governor who has granted the president and a conducive environment to come in the other day, last Friday, and then campaign in Akwa Ibom State, and even let the stadium for them for free. What can a governor not do? What has the Ndito Emmanuel not do for Akwa Ibom State? And that is why we in Akwa Ibom State, we need them get rid of man. Don't sit down there and tell us lies. Just been no point telling lies, and we will not accept it in Akwa Ibom State. Thank you for having me.
He should come to Akwa Ibom. Like the same thing with me. I live in United Kingdom. I think I need to... Okay, this is true. I'm just like, but as far as I'm not there yet, I'm bound to believe on what...
Edna, can you hear me?
What I'm being told. Yeah. What I've been told, what I've been... I remember that Abong Simakere was a deputy governor without Akwa, and I don't know whether he resigned or he was sacked. I'm not sure about that. And he has been NDDC managing director for some time now, or for some years now. Yeah. Now, I want to ask you, because you mentioned Simakere will do this for the youth. They will come and rescue. He's the one that's going to rescue the youth. Now, this is the same Akwa Ibom who brought Emmanuel into power, saying that... I think I just played the video for you to...
The mama ground that appreciate what God has done in Akwa Ibom State. Your Excellencies, I wish tomorrow were to be election day. You will be the first re-elected governor in 2019. And in 2019, the people of Akwa Ibom generally are saying, Udom carry, Udom carry. If there was anybody who had any doubt today, even unless they had your man, Akwa Ibom, I will ask Excellency, in a period like this, God must produce a leader. In a period of recession, you have done exceedingly well. Your training as a top banker in the world, your training right from Pricewaterhouse to where you were as executive director in Zenith Bank, your training to work and manage people and resources, that training has paid off in Akwa Ibom in the last 2 years. The current administration of His Excellency Gabriel Emmanuel is not looking at what should belong to federal government or state government or local government. It's looking at what will benefit the people of Akwa Ibom State in a holistic manner. Your Excellency, my prayer is that all the investments you are making in the power sector and other sectors that ought to have been done by the federal government, that this administration of President Muhammadu Buhari will see the need to refund the money to you so that you can inject the money into other sectors, particularly in your second term in office. I want to say that today is not only you, that is benefiting from your efforts in power. You have mentioned so many other areas. Those who may not understand will understand when they start seeing so many industries gravitating towards Akwa Ibom.
Please continue to commission projects. Leave the campaign of 2019 to us and the youth and the women. We will do that for you. Leave that campaign to these projects that we are commissioning. It is on that note, Your Excellency, without talking, I feel so privileged. I'm so excited. Baba Antan has already spoken. I get the whole of Selector Ibesibo Sultan. Eva Bendos was in your talk twice. From your first year in 2020, ABD swag. And God Almighty has said the words of the people that after your victory in 2019, the whole of Akwa Ibom said ABD swag.
Of the upheavals and the blackmail and the talks of this or that, in view of the fact that this is not a period of confusion, and this is an administration that is guided by God, and God is not a God of confusion. In view of the fact that the period of blackmail and character assassination of those days are gone, we want to say that together, the three senatorial districts would like to do a motion today that this assembly of elder statesmen and political movements will stand by you and will endorse you for a second term in office.
What we were not able to do, Udo Emmanuel will complete. I give you my word that this is a man of integrity and he will keep those promises for you. Stand by Udo Emmanuel. Udo Emmanuel is that man that is going to discuss your future. Udo Emmanuel is the one that will best discuss your future. I challenge Udo that by the time he is through with 8 years as a governor, Eke should turn into young work. It is time for you to look inwards. If you cannot support your own, then generations will not forgive you. My dear women,
okay, I believe we all watched the video. We're having guests, and then somebody was calling in, and then the person went down. Please, when you call, when I pick up your phone, you have to wait. Then there's no way I will let you go. I'll put you on I'll put you on to talk. When the video is on, and then you call, I can't stop the video and then put you through. I think we have a caller on the line now. Hello.
Hello, Edna. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. What's your name or where are you calling from?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all over the world. My name is James, and I am also on the streets of Akwa Ibom. I'm online listening to the program at the moment. Let me start by, first of all, condemning the way and manner the first speaker would want to attack, someone that is being interviewed on your station because she is female. It is rather derogatory that you call somebody a liar, or you say somebody is known for telling lies. It's rather unfortunate that you choose to speak to a lady that way. However, that's not why I called. I'd like to tell you categorically that what that lady seated there is saying is accurate to a certain degree, in the sense that she has told everybody hearing that program and advised the other dude, Uwemedimo, to please pay a visit to Akwa Ibom State. Let her take him around. And a visit around most of these places which the government claims they have put in place, he will see with his eye. It's not about staying in Abuja. We are living in Akwa Ibom State. We are not happy about the government, or rather, let me not say like the propaganda the government uses. For instance, we do not need to pay a visit to any local government. Ordinarily, the bags on social media has shown. And this will even tell you the truth as well. If you take a visit to any local government, you will see that the refinery is not processing rice. The rice is rather rebagged and sold, or rather represented to the public to make it seem like it's been processed and produced in Akwa Ibom State, which is not totally correct. In fact, it is not correct in any sense. Now, like she rightly said, if we say that the metering company is an Akwa Ibom product or an Akwa Ibom child, it is supposed to be made in Akwa Ibom. For instance, if I give birth to a son or a daughter, that will name that son after me. And the same thing applies to the pencils. They should bear the inscription made in Akwa Ibom. But if they do not bear made in Akwa Ibom, and we say we are creating infrastructure for industries, then if we say we have industries in the state, how come these industries produce goods and services and we cannot lay claim of ownership to the goods that we are producing? If we say that we have built 12 industries in 3 years, how come the unemployment rate in Nigeria in Akwa Ibom State is high and Akwa Ibom is second on the unemployment rate according to the statistics given by the National Bureau of Statistics? How come is it that Akwa Ibom has acquired so much above ₦1 trillion on federal allocation till date, and we are still having this problem of unemployment? How come we have received 35 billion of Paris Club refunds for the payment of backlogs of salary arrears and pension and gratuity? Yet, civil servants who have retired years ago are still crying for pension and gratuity. Teachers in the university, teachers in school, local government schools are crying for backlogs of salary and arrears. We are very aware there's a school, the state-owned university, a certain number of staff are also being owed, but 35 billion naira was released by the federal government for the use of setting these backlogs. What on ground will the governor leave as a legacy? Obong Victor started the Ibom Airport. Obong Victor is known to have started the roadmap on the plan for Akwa Ibom State. He started the dualization of Waniba Road. He also did the Tropicana Hotel, which Goslu came to complete. Goslu can lay claim to the Goslu Lafabi International Stadium. Goslu can also lay claim to a sudden resurge of flyovers all over the town. Goslu can lay claim to certain edifices you see today on the state, but they are on ground. What one thing, and let me assure you, government has no business doing business. Government only has the ability and the right to create an enabling environment for people to thrive in their business and generate income from taxation through the business established. Government has no business. For instance, I will tell you that Akwa Ibom still bought shares in Econet in 2010. Now, rather, in the year 2000, Akwa Ibom State acquired shares in Econet. And after Econet was to rebrand and become B-Mobile, the major stakeholders, the shareholders, asked all state governments, that is Akwa Ibom State and Delta, they forcefully made them to sell off their shares because of too much governmental interference. They had to sell. Who were those shares which were bought with Akwa Ibom State taxpayers' money? Who were those shares sold to? That is another question for another day. So in the event where government says it has done a coconut refinery, government says it has done a toothpick factory, government says it has done a pencil factory, in the event where government says all of this, that means government is using taxpayers' money to build this industry. When this government exits, by the grace of God, on May 29, 2019, who will buy over the shares? Who will own these shares? The truth is, we believe in the visionary leadership of Obong Simakere, and we believe that he is coming to correct all the ills that this visionless government has come to put in place. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, before you go, let me ask you a question. Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
You come in here, you talk, and they say you believe in Simakere. Although my guest say she believes in Simakere as well, but is for you. Simakere was a deputy governor during Akwa Ibom time. Maybe he resigned. I don't know whether he will resign or something. And he went ahead and become NDDC director. Now I want to ask you, what Simakere has in Akwa Ibom State as an NDDC managing director ever since he
I can tell you. Just hold on a moment. For instance, in the area of healthcare development, the NDDC, under the able leadership of Obong Simakere, has done seminars in the 3 senatorial districts of Akwa Ibom State for the training, retraining, and strengthening of health workers, not just about capital projects and building. Please hold on. I'm giving you information. It's not about hospitals, names of hospitals. It's about retraining, and strengthening of health workers within the 3 senatorial districts of Akwa Ibom. That is, you can go and find out in major public healthcare facilities within the 3 central districts if their hospitals were not sent invitations for them.
Which hospital, which department, who benefited from this? But you're telling me to go and find out.
That's the information. That's the information I'm trying to give to you. That's the information I'm trying to give to you. Invitations were sent out. According to my knowledge, invitations were sent out to every public facility that has anything to do with healthcare, to send 5 representatives each, because you cannot take more than 5 so that the workload does not reduce. It's a hospital. There are clients coming in here and now to get treatment or to get consultation or whatever. So if we must verify, I will tell you that hospitals within Uyo, not private hospitals, I'm talking about public hospitals, like the Sani Abata Specialist Hospital, which is now like the University of Uyo Teaching Hospital, which used to be called Sani Abata Specialist Hospital, now the University of Uyo Teaching Hospital. Those, at least I can give you one of that so you could verify. Now, all the staff came and they had training, retraining, and welfare packages given to them to go back and have a right attitude towards their jobs. Punctuality towards work, research over ailments on patients, and a question and answer session. And also manuscripts were given to them, printed and given to them for free. At least this one. There are roads littered all over the state, which NDDC has done under the leadership of Mike. I know for sure that the streets where the Speaker of the House of Assembly lives was resurfaced by the NDDC, not by the Akwa Ibom State government.
Okay.
And they are joining streets also.
Question.
Yes.
I know
yes, go ahead.
In the area of education, I have seen, because I'm talking to I got messages, texts now, because people that listen to me, they're sending it. The area of the NDC only donated some few plastic to a school. That school, there is no roof. The roof are leaking. No door, no. And then, Msiba Ikere has done so much, and then as an NDC managing director, ever since he has been, like I said, I live in UK, I don't live in Akwa Ibom to know what is happening there. I will only talk what I'm being told, what I've read, what just so.
Let me explain to you already that because of the landslide jobs that the NDDC was doing in Akwa Ibom State, there was a feud between the executive governor of Akwa Ibom State and the NDDC, where there was a warning asking the NDDC to always take permission from the governor before anything, road construction, renovation of schools is done. However, the primary responsibility of the government that is voted into power is social amenities. We should not. And Simaikere is not the governor. Anything where there's a school that doesn't have a roof, it should not be blamed on Sima. We didn't vote in Sima to become the governor of Akwa Ibom State and use state funds to build. The NDDC is not just for only Akwa Ibom State. The NDDC is for all states in the South which are all producing. So yes, there is a little quota for Akwa Ibom State. Yes,
so, wait, are you telling me that when he becomes a governor of Akwa Ibom State, he's going to develop in Port Harcourt? Because
when he becomes the governor of Akwa Ibom State, his responsibility will be first to Akwa Ibom. Now that he is the CEO, the chairman of the NDDC, his responsibility is not just to only Akwa Ibom State alone. So a little done in Akwa Ibom is the little effort he can do because he is limited to the NDDC. When he is voted into power, but when Obonsima becomes governor, all the schools, every educational facility will take it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very
much. They have taken your seats. You were just relaxing. Hello.
Hello, Edna.
Yeah,
an interesting one.
Wow. So there are 2 people. I played this a video about Senator Akwa Ibom praising this coming government about anye obene industrialization or the abene companies the hana meeting for commission so many things and all that, praising him, even praying for him. Okay, maybe he said yeah, swag according to him and all that. Now why I believe that some youth may be confused, and this is the same person who is now coming close to Nsimaikere, your own candidate, saying that he's the best, he will be the one to rescue Akwa Ibom, he will be this. How can we trust people like this? Even if all these people surrounding, I'm yet to show you two video because they send me another one now. I'm yet to show you to that one. A call, I will put you to let Imabong talk a little, please.
Hello, Edna.
Yeah.
Okay, so on Senator Fabio and the man he brought, from Odom Emmanuel, and now Nsimaikere, it's very obvious that Akpabio as a governor then must have had expectations of Governor Odom. He had expectations of him. And 2 years down the line, he probably thought with the things he started initiating that he's going to be honest about things. But after some time, he started seeing that the expectations he had were really not met. The first thing he said was that all is not well in the Akwa Ibom senatorial district when the road he started building was not completed by the government. They were given excuses. The hotel he built in the Akwa Ibom town was not completed. Rather, he commissioned it when it was then SSG. But when he became governor, he did do something about that hotel to be working at optimal rate. And then other issues. For example, a few days ago, Senator Fabio was on air, and he said one of the issues he had with the current government is that they were not sincere about things. Like, for example, the Brainwashed church collapse that happened 2 years ago, where some lives were lost. The state government reported 26. The senator said that over 200 persons actually died in that incident. And not just that, owner of the church building that collapsed is a friend to the state government. And it seemed his case was overlooked. The state government did not approve his prosecution, and he was wondering why. And why the government also underreported such sensitive issue. So he said this and other certain other instances where he felt the governor is just not right. Well, that is their business. He was the one who brought him in the first place. All I can see is that Governor Dom Emmanuel was not prepared to be a governor. He did not plan. I'm not sure he planned as a person to be a governor. Somebody went to bring him from Lagos, from the banking sector, to come take over from him. He did not on his own sit down to want to be governor. So this time around in 2019, we're looking forward to have a candidate who knows what it takes, who is coming prepared, who has a blueprint, can tell what exactly he wants to do and how he wants to execute it. Because it is this kind of issues instead, we can obviously consider the governor came and the person commissioned was his personal house, his mansion in the village. We don't want a governor who comes on and the first thing he thinks about is himself. And afterwards, we haven't seen the other things except the companies that are laying credits to. Which government ever lays credits to private companies? And so all we are asking is, what can you show for the public funds you've collected or received in the past over 3.5 years? What can you show for it? We are still
Okay. Okay, I want to ask you just one question before I put, there's a caller on the line, I'll put the caller through in a minute. Don't you think that we should give this governor, Governor Emmanuel, a chance, because this is just the first. It's a 3 years or 3.5. Do you think, like you just said, that he was not prepared, that somebody brought him? Maybe now he must have sat down and said, oh, okay, I didn't know what was I'm doing. Okay, I know what is going on now. I'm going to amend things. I'm going to put things
I would
right.
love to respond to.
Do you think
I would love
it's
to
right to
respond
give?
to that, Madam.
Pardon?
I, I still don't even think he is ready.
I would love to respond to
Why
that
are they
kind of
Oh,
statement.
okay.
well what
Your
he wants to do? The
your
next 4 years
co-guest
time.
said he would love to respond what you said. Okay, well, maybe more. I'll put you through. Just hold on. Let's pick a call first. Hello, hello. There's a call on the line. Hello, has he gone? Hello, hello. Okay, already more. You can go
Yes,
ahead, please. We almost go over our time, so please, we have just 1 minute.
I know.
1 minute. 1 minute, please.
Anyway, she's saying that Udemy Manuel was not prepared for leadership. Well, she could say so because I think her candidate is prepared, yet he's not willing to tell us the truth why he's coming back. He ran away the first time
Hello.
and he's not telling us why he's coming back. That's aside. Then number two, we're talking about a governor that came to meet a treasury that was under debt of over how many billions again, if she can remember? And the man was busy paying this money and not minding the criticism he was receiving. You get it? And upon that, you now said that what is the testimonial that will be left behind when he leaves? What would be left behind for the people to see?
Already, hello. Okay, I think you must have lost them. Okay, I think we got a
Can you
caller.
hear me?
Yeah, can we? We can. Oh God.
Okay, Edna.
All right. I think we have a caller on the line. Let's pick this call. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello. Where are you calling from? What's your name?
Everybody, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
Can you speak, please? We can hear you. Okay. I think that caller is something. Is it? But before you continue, I got 2 video more I want to show, and then after that, I want to go Akwa Ibom. Before you, uh, more, because as I'm sitting here, they are sending me things, so I don't want to offend anybody. So can we play one of the video of the? I think the second video of Uday also. Let's see what it says there.
Okay, okay. I have no apology for Anna or on here. Because everyone pretend to be, not to be a bigot. Everybody comes from a particular area for a particular interest. You can only pretend, but that's the truth. I'm a bigger man. The main reason why we transfer power to Kwabe was to bring peace. Because if you don't give them power, there will be problem. So you shouldn't bring trouble. That administration brought trouble. They were kidnapping, they were murder, politically motivated assassination. The youth were now
Hello.
brainwashed,
Yeah, I
misdirected.
called back
We
because I
don't have
couldn't hear
enough to create
you earlier.
entrepreneurship, to create base. We don't have
Good morning and
destination.
good
Akwa
afternoon.
have no destination.
Please,
Akwa
my name
did
is
not create jobs. Akwa did not create
my
any
name is
employment.
David.
What they created was false class and thugs and cultism. Everywhere was taken down. All our money was shared outside Akwa Ibom. People were giving testimony in churches in Abuja and Lagos while we languished in poverty, misdirected of funds. It was becoming childish. So I had to need a platform to say this cannot happen because as a person who
With the video. I think.
In a crisis time, why do we want to change Europe? Why do we want to change Europe? That's the question you must ask yourself. Why? Urum was not part of. Why do we want to change? He has done no any wrong than we cannot let the slave men of Babi continue Akwa. That's simple as ABC. Don't shy away from this. He has done you no wrong. People say you are not abusing Urum, you are supporting Urum. A man who allow me to move freely, he's not running after my mother. He's not telling people to kidnap me. The reason why we want to remove Urum because he cannot be tied to Babi prom string. They must stop. That nonsense must stop. So that we can have freedom. Okay, let them give you any other thing. Just advance me why you want to remove it. You cannot say I want to remove Urum and go so bring another Akwa man, to come and do change. You cannot do change because a man who's used physically, you know that house he built when he was in government cannot talk about. That's why they cannot positively challenge Urum. Because Urum will tell them, I have a document you sign. That's why.
All right. I'm coming back to you. I believe you listened to the video as well, and then you know that it came down to one particular person, and don't you think that the Ndito Akwa Ibom might be a little bit scared because your candidate is being supported by this same person who brought the first one and said it was good, and then today he said it was a bad one, and then you can hear what another one he's saying, how it was murder, the murder people they kidnapped, a lot of things will happen, the money was siphoned from Akwa Ibom and everything during when he was in power. And it is the same person too who criticized you, say all these things about Akwa Ibom. He's joining hand with Akwa Ibom now, and they're saying that they are supporting Nzima Ikere. Do you think even if Nzima Ikere become a governor, he will do well, he will even do what he even promised to do with all these people around him?
Edna,
yeah, I'm hearing you. Yeah, I'm here.
Edna, we should actually even be asking. Now that governor, thank God the government is beginning to talk about the ills of the government, the administration that brought him to government. He was in the banking sector. Somebody he now says was the reason why Akwa Ibom was insecure came to Lagos and brought him to Akwa Ibom, appointed him the SSG. He could have said, no, sir, because you are a bad man, because you're the reason why there's insecurity in Akwa Ibom, I cannot work for you. But he accepted to become the SSG, and he accepted to be made a governor by the man he's now accusing today. I do not think it's it's Akwa Ibom that discovered Nzima. Nzima has always wanted to be a governor by himself all through the years. His movement had already gathered momentum before eventually, it's just recent Akwa Ibom joined the APC. So it wasn't Akwa Ibom who went to pick Nzima to say, come and be a governor. It's a different ballgame. If there's anyone we should be wary of, it should actually be Governor Dom Emmanuel. You are now accusing the very man that brought you. You said the man never had second addresses, but he's the one who brought you. You brought that he brought you through a chartered flight and that he came through a night bus. The same man who brought you and practically governor. I do not think Akwa Ibom might are asking for too many things currently. We just want a level playing field ground where we can choose our leader. We do not want any man to choose a leader for us anymore. Nzima has offered himself as a person. It doesn't matter who is supporting him or who is not supporting him. But the most important thing is that he is not somebody that they're going to go pick from Adamawa or from Lagos and imposed on the people. So the mistake of 2015, we have to correct it in 2019. And then there is really nothing wrong that somebody brought you from Lagos or from anywhere to become a governor. It is actually what you've done. The questions we are asking today is, what is the governor doing with Akwa Ibom State Fund? Do not forget, we collect the highest amount of money allocation every month. What has he done? Can anybody mention the things he has done for the state with the money aside from his mansion that he has completed and maybe the road leading to his village? These are the questions we should be asking. So if he now talks about insecurity, was it not the SSG in the government that he said was responsible for insecurity in the state? When eventually he became the governor, we've had serious insecurities in 3 local governments. Ikanafon, Ika, people were killed. National newspapers were not reporting this event, but we kept saying Akwa Ibom is a peaceful place. But there were people internally displaced. So many of those people are not yet properly, reintegrated into their homes as we speak. Not yet. And then are we going to say that he is the reason as a governor for that insecurity? If he's going to say it was Akpabio that caused the insecurities in his own time, so is the governor responsible for the insecurity in those 3 local governments? In any case, all some of us are concerned about is, what is he doing with the resources at his disposal? Did he come to government to build mansions for himself and any other things he wants to build for himself? I thought he came to serve the Akwa Ibom people. What has he done with our public funds? That is the tangible questions we are asking. Why is the deep sea ports? Nothing is done currently. Is the science park not done, not initiated and completed? Why are other important facilities that should be built not built? Those are the questions we are asking. And so the propaganda of if whoever Akpabio chooses to become my business, because when Akpabio, nobody, some people supported, and now very important, they're beginning to talk about, like when just mentioned debt and the issue of debt. Don't forget when Udom Emmanuel became the governor, EFCC had gone to investigate the account, the way the past administration had spent money. The state government under Udom Emmanuel practically chased the EFCC away. They went to court, placed an injunction that they don't have the right to investigate, that everything was all right. And so just a few months ago, after Senator Akpabio left PDP, they started shouting that we're owing so much. No, I can't take such people serious. I cannot, because we were the ones asking questions on how government spent money in the past 8 years. These same people were clapping for the same Senator Akpabio then. They said the man was a saint, that he did not commit anything. He didn't commit any crime. There was nothing wrong with him. And so he left their camp a few months ago. All of a sudden, the man has been, in fact, he was the reason why Akwa Ibom is poor. They have forgotten all the facilities, like I mentioned, that the man built. Some of us that were questioning the man, we are still questioning him till date. So they really do not have the moral right to begin to accuse the man they were praising, the same man that was responsible for of course, most of them, they ate from that government for many years. And so for the man to leave them and now he has suddenly become a devil, I can't take them serious. I really can't. And I still maintain that Governor Udom Emmanuel was not ready for governance. He was simply brought to take over from the then Governor Akpabio. He didn't have any plan. Till date, we still do not know what he plans for the state. What exactly does he want to do for Akwa Ibom? What has he done in the past 2.5 years with our state funds? And what does he plan to do? We really don't have an idea. And so I still feel he is not ready. And so we should leave the seat for someone who is prepared for governance. Thank you, Edna.
Yes. Anyway, I've listened to Imabong speak and then try to do all the justice she wants to do for her candidate. It's okay. But then what has Udom Emmanuel done with the allocation that has been coming to the states? Number one, he used it a huge sum of them paid it to complete all the abandoned projects. Three, try to make sure that develop. Number one, the money, the allocation he is receiving, a large chunk of it goes to the settlement of debts that were incurred by Akpabios. Number one. Number two, all the projects left behind. Number three, taking development to the hinterland of the Ibibio, which was neglected for 8 years by Akpabio. And Imabong understand exactly what I am talking about. Now you're talking about somebody who is not doing, or what you are saying that how much is it doing? This person from the videos you are seeing, Akpabio went commissioning a power plant, commissioning all sort of things, and he was praising the governor. Yet you are saying that he is not doing anything. Oh, he's not doing anything because he's not sharing money for boys. He's not doing anything because he's not calling people to come and squander money. He's not doing anything because he's not calling press people to pay money unnecessarily, just like Uroy was saying that other people come. In the days of Akwa Ibom State was a laughing stock in the Committee of States in this country, because it goes to every state and other and request for him to speak. And there are some of time he was embarrassed. Now Udom Emmanuel is coming to settle down for business. And what is the business? Trying to expand the state, trying to opening up the state in terms of industrialization. Because as a modern state as it is today, no state can grow without a public-private initiative or investment. That is why he's coming up with industry. He says he came for one thing and one thing alone: industrialization. He was coming to go and build a monument called a library that did not even, the person that built it didn't even understand why he built it. He didn't say that he was going to go and build a hotel, that he just built one in Ikot, instead of using that money to have invested in the raffia, which is known for that, which is known in that location. You know, you're talking about a governor that understands the indices. Akwa Ibom State had been predicted to be the to be the third largest economy in Africa. Fifth largest economy in Africa in the nearest future. And then somebody is just trying to talk about somebody that had antecedents of failure. You're talking about Ansima Ekere here that is being run around by almost all the states under NDDC for non-completion of projects, for fraudulent contract award. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? And that guy just called the other time. I was talking about going to train people. Are we talking about training, or he is given money to complement what each state is doing? What are we talking about? Let's be fair with our judgment. There is a man that is here that is showing us a way. He is putting on the right side. It might not be 100% right. He might be 100% right, but then there is a direction. There is a compass. There is something to look up to. What did he say he was coming to do? Industrialization. Open up the state. For crying out loud, Akwa Ibom State is so rich. All is just a fragment of what Akwa Ibom is made up of. And this man is looking assiduously into these things. And is for you to be able to do this, you need to invest in each of these industries. Akwa Ibom State government have percentages in there. And in doing so, he has to make sure that he opens up the state. That's why he's building roads into the hinterland, trying to expand this thing so that he will attract investment into the state. Akwa Ibom State cannot grow by sharing money. Telling us, you are now telling us that what is it doing with money? What are you saying, Imamo? Come on. What are you talking about?
I have a question for Minimo.
Yeah.
Well, Minimo, I have a question for you.
This program will have to be rescheduled next week.
I have a question for you before we sign out. Hello?
Hello, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, Edna, are you there?
She said she has a question for me, right?
Yes, my question is this.
No, Imam was saying she has a question for me.
My question is this: why is it that the only initiated and completed infrastructure or facility by Governor Dom Emmanuel is his private mansion? Why? And also, out of all the facilities and infrastructures that former Governor Babio built, starting from the government house that Governor Dome is currently in, to the Tropicana, to the Ibom Hotel Resort, to the airport, to e-library, to Ibom Hospital, flyovers, and stadium. Please, can you mention one?
His personal house, he built it. He built.
Can you mention one facility that Governor Dom Emmanuel has built for the state, either a school or a hospital or something? I cannot hear you. I can't hear you. Hello, Edna, can you hear me?